Hey everyone, welcome back to another DC Dark Legion video. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can get a lot of AC/DC shard. Really, this is a lot. All right, so 1,000 AC/DC shard, I've accumulated them, but you can also do that. And really, I want to guide you as well when you should actually use them. And there's a reason why I hoarded it. But first of all, let's talk about how you can get them. So how you get them? Well, there's a lot of ways that you can get the AC/DC shard. So first, let's talk about the shops. So let's go here and go to the store. You can actually get AC/DC shard here. As you can see, I have purchased this. You can go into League as well. You can purchase here as well. I don't recommend this on the League, the League store. Sometimes it's okay if you have excess, but I would prefer buying a this one, the component, or a champion itself. So I'm gonna go buy this component. And then here in the Meta Brawl, you don't get AC/DC shard. I don't remember seeing it here. Nothing here and nothing here. Now, another way that you can get more AC/DC shard is actually going through here onto the legacy. This is actually, I got a lot from here. And if you buy this consistently, the premium, so I paid like $10 and you get a lot of AC/DC shard. So this is where the bulk of it, I think. All right, so that's where you can get a lot. And going on here into the collection as well, you can also get some AC/DC shard in here as well. So there's that as well. So there's a lot of ways really to get AC/DC shard here in the game. And then there's nothing pretty much here now. Another way you can get AC/DC shard is through here in the SON. Now, sometimes in the combat cycle, you will get AC/DC shard. This time, the rewards are gems. So there are, I forgot which cycle it is that you get AC/DC shard. And also here in the rankings, in the combat cycle, you can also get AC/DC shard there as well. So I don't rank pretty high, therefore I'm not getting a lot. But as you can see here, from 1 to 5, you can get 10. And yeah, so these are definitely beneficial for, players that are really strong. On the Umbral Rift, you can also get some AC/DC shard in here depending on their placement. As you can see, a lot of AC/DC shard that you can get here. In the Darkest Timeline, this is also a good chunk of AC/DC shard where you can get. As you can see here, a lot of AC/DC shard as you work towards your way into level 150. So this is also something that you guys have to really diligently do. All right. Another way that you can get AC/DC shard is whenever you do your recruitment in here. So sometimes when you recruit these epic copies, right, they will be converted into AC/DC shards. Therefore, that's another way that you can get them. So you can either get it here from the draw, and also you can get it from the mother boxes as well. So when you do your summons in here or your pull, you can have AC/DC shards as well as you get those copies. Another way to get some AC/DC shard is through some purchase in here like Growth Fund. You can get AC/DC shard there. You get ones in here for free, but that's really not a lot. Nothing in here in the power buildup. But I believe there are sometimes pop-up bundles that you can buy as well. Some other ways that you can also get more AC/DC shards. Sometimes whenever there is conversations with your champions in this Bat Cave, you can sometimes get the AC/DC shard from there as well. You can also communicate with them here in the shelter as well. So sometimes they'll give you AC/DC shard. I don't know if we'll get it today with this. Let's see, maybe this one AC/DC shard. Nope. So there's that, and sometimes you can also get it here through raiding other players, through infiltrating. Sometimes you can get AC/DC shard from here as well. Let's fight this one, see if we get lucky, and I can show you that we can get AC/DC shard. I remember getting some here, but let's see if I win. There we go. What is this? Nope. Not AC/DC, but I believe you can get some there as well. So another way to get more AC/DC shards is here in the stations as well. So whatever carriage you get into, you can get some AC/DC shards as well for the rewards. If you raid other train, you can also raid other players' caravans or the carriage, and you can get those AC/DC shard from raiding it. Additionally, if you want to get more AC/DC shard, you can also go to the training simulator and click onto that icon here on the top left corner, and you'll see at level 200 or target 200 you get 50, target 500 you get another 50. So I've so far got 100, and so on. You can get more. And hey, if you're looking for transmutation, this is where you can actually find this mirror cell as well. So yeah, there is more AC/DC shards here in the training simulator milestones. So if there are other ways that I miss, let me know in the comment section. So now let's talk about when you should actually use your AC/DC shard. Because you might be confused in the very beginning of the game and you're going to be investing on everything and you're going to be so confused. So if you pay attention to this strategy that I'm going to tell you, it's going to probably help you out significantly. I don't invest on every single champion in here. All right. So as you can see, Deathstroke, Hawkgirl, none. I don't. I only focus on the champions that I'm actually using and the champions that I know that I'm going to be needing in the future. So when I start realizing that I definitely need to work on Scarecrow, that's the time that I save up all my AC/DC shards. That's why I have 1,000 AC/DC shard. So I'm going to be putting this a lot on Scarecrow. And once I've defined my setup to be Arkham setup and Weapon Master, that's where I'm going to be using bulk of my AC/DC shard. In the beginning, you will definitely use your AC/DC shards. So for example, when we look into Red Hood, I used AC/DC shard on Red Hood. I just did all level 1 in here. And then I work on a little bit with Green Arrow because I just really needed that extra boost, as you can see here. But this is fine. It's okay to work on some champions in here because you will still use them. For example, in the Guardian, you will have second fleet to go battle against other players, and it's probably still useful, right? So it's okay, but do not invest in way too many. I would say invest in legendary, maybe 3 of them only. I did also work on Red Robin, but not too much. I didn't go way too crazy. A little bit there because I just needed that little firepower and a little defense there. But now that moving forward, I've already defined that I'm going with Arkham setup. I will now totally invest all of my AC/DC shards on Arkham. So it's going to go for Joker, Two-Face, and Scarecrow for now. I will not work on anyone anymore because I believe that my Arkham setup will be the one who can carry this now. So basically, the main gist of this is the takeaway is that define what your setup is in the very beginning. See what you get lucky on the recruitment, and then who you really focus on whenever you are going for the bleed section, the advertised champion, and then build around it. So since I got Joker in the very beginning, I decided that I'm going to go for Arkham. I didn't really get Superman, and so I didn't go for Justice League. Therefore, Arkham is my setup. And now I did a lot of summon for Scarecrow. If you haven't seen that video yet, you have to see it. And definitely, I am defined into the Arkham family setup. So if that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense, because you just really need to define your setup early on and not deviate on that main setup and invest your AC/DC shards there. And then once you max that out, then you can work on other champions to build your second lineup. Now, my strategy might change. If I ever do change my strategy, I will let you guys know. But hopefully this video is helpful. I'll see you guys again on to the next video. Don't forget to hit thumbs up.